So in this one project, we were very interested in basically giving a voice to the building, because in some cases you can satisfy people, but in some cases it's counterproductive to do what humans want all the time. As I mentioned, there could be an energy consequence, there could be a cost consequence, there could be a health consequence. So we were thinking about, like, what if we cannot do what the users want, and we have to communicate with the user and explain the reasons, or request the user to do something different than what they're intending to do. So we did this research, and we personified the building, and we tried different things. We tried to approach the user through text, through voice, and through a virtual agent. And in all these three cases, we had a female and a male version of the building. It was very interesting, as you might have guessed. The virtual agent gained more acceptance than the voice itself, than the text. And then in all of the cases, the female voice or the female agent was more successful in convincing people to do the right thing, or what was requested by the building agent. So that was interesting in the sense that in your navigation or in your phone there's a female voice, and now they're working on a genderless voice. But we weren't sure if this would carry forward for a building context. The other interesting finding in that research is, in one group we said, is the building going to approach you? In the other group we said the building manager, facility manager, is going to approach you. And in that particular research, when people thought it's the building manager requesting something from the user, they were more compliant than the building. So we were really interested in understanding if repetitive interactions with this agent is going to help with compliance or hurt the compliance. To my surprise, the more people interacted with the agent, the more they complied with the agent. This was a question that they didn't predict the answers to be as such. And I want to extend this research because if we were to be interacting with buildings or agents of buildings, it has to be, we have a lot more research to do, because there are many situations that we might want to interact with an agent, or we want no interaction or no interruption. And when this agent is interacting with you is another question, right? I mean, if you're in the middle of a very important task that you're concentrating, okay, maybe compliance rates are going to be very different, versus if you're in a casual conversation in a meeting, that's completely different, or by yourself reading a piece of paper. So it's very different, right? So when to interact with the human user, and how much to interact with the user, and to know when and how to approach the human user in my opinion, are all open and very interesting questions.